Hi everyone, welcome back. This is Mr. Saracola, and today we are going to be talking about derived units and unit conversions. So as a do now, as a review of yesterday's lesson, please convert these numbers to standard and scientific notation. We will go over these in class. So derived units are units that we create by multiplying and dividing base units. So in lesson 1.4, we went over a bunch of different units, such as length and mass. And it's possible to create these derived units, which many of you are probably familiar with it already, through multiplication and division. So if you've ever seen area in like a math class, where they say, find the area of this square. Well, area is length times width. So we're able to solve for area by multiplying these two units together. And we measure area in meters squared. Well, in this class, we're concerned about volume. And volume is the amount of space an object occupies. So the way that we solve for volume is similar to area, where we would take the length times the width times the depth of an object, and we would multiply them together. So when we solve for volume, we're going to end up with this unit of meters cubed, or sometimes it's stated as liters. And volume is very, very important, especially when we get to talking about volumes of liquids and gases and other substances, because it allows us to measure how much space something takes up. So that is how you would look at volume. So in order to measure volume, we need to be able to read what's called a meniscus. And it's a strange word, but when we're reading things in the lab, we need to follow a specific process. Otherwise, we might end up with something that's not accurate. So in order to measure something, you would need to bring your eyes to the level of the water. So you might have to lower yourself or raise it up in order for you to be level with your liquid. And then you're going to look at this sort of bottom of the curve. So I'm going to see if I can do this. See the mouse tool. All right. So go back. If you guys can see, as you look at this curve, so you've brought yourself to the level of the water. If you look at this curve, it sort of dips down. We always read the bottom of this curve. So if we were to read this, it would go 60. It's between 60 and 70, so 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66. We would say that this is 67 milliliters because we can read it to this nearest line. And then we're going to estimate one more decimal place. And we're going to talk about that in tomorrow's lesson. So we can see, hopefully, let me draw here. So 60 is here. Here is 67. So we would say that that is 67.0. And we'll talk about where this number comes from tomorrow in tomorrow's video. But always know that you can always read it one decimal place more than these lines. So that is your video for today. Please be sure to come tomorrow with any questions that you might have, and we're going to practice unit conversions more in class. Have a great day. I'll see you all tomorrow.